Mic check 1 2, testing 1 2. Backside, hopefully you can hear the announcer today. Once again, mic check 1 2, test 1 2. Mic check 1 2, testing 1 2, test 1 2 3, test. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. At this time, we ask you to please rise, remove your hats. It's time to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Hawthorne Live, hosted by Springfield. A special welcome to everyone here on track joining us. Also, a very special welcome to all those joining us via live streaming on Trot and Pace of Marketing Live Stream Network. Want to set the scene for those folks here today. A perfect day for racing. We've got temperatures in the mid-80s. The track is rated fast. We've got the first of 3 consecutive days of racing here at Springfield, starting with today's 12-race card. All overnight races tonight, and then we'll have stake races for you tomorrow and Friday. 12 races tomorrow, plus qualifiers start at 11 o'clock in the morning. And then, of course, on Friday, it'll be a 15-race card, once again highlighted by stakes action. So with that in mind, the ambulance is on the ground and we should be ready to go for a great day of harness racing here at Springfield. Backside, you can bring them out for race 1. We're ready to go. Race 1, come on the track. For those fans here in attendance today and those at home, we've got a couple of changes for you at the present time. I'm sure there's more to come. But if we start in the first race, we do have a driver change for number 7, Always Be a Lady. Make that driver Marcus Miller. Marcus Miller drives the 7, Always Be a Lady, in the opener. Please note in the second race of the program, note the 1-horse Elliot's Jet should read Illinois Conceive Foal. That's ICF. Should be beside Elliot's Jet. That's a program error. Now turn to the third race. In the third race, we have a scratch. Scratch the 4, Mucho Diamante, Transportation. That's a scratch in the third race. The 4, Mucho Diamante, that's a transportation scratch. Also in that third race, a driver change for number 7, Holy Lucifer. Make the driver Matt Avanetti. Matt Avanetti now drives the 7, Holy Lucifer, in race 3. No changes in the fourth or fifth. Now turn to race 6. In the sixth race today, a driver change for number 6, Ashley's Little Angel. Make the driver Juan Franco. Juan Franco will drive number 6, Ashley's Little Angel in race 6. No changes in the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, or 11th, and also no changes in the 12th. Once again, those are the corrections and changes to the present time. Once again, horses will be making their way onto the track. We're ready to go for race number 1. Also like to remind the backside at this time, we do have Winter Circle picture presentations going on today, and there will be a golf cart available to bring you across from the backside to the front side. Once again, Winter Circle photography is available here for our winners today. Horses making their way onto the racetrack for the first of 12 races. Hawthorne live here at Springfield. We're going to kick off race number 1 with a maiden event, fillies and mares. Field of 7 lining up in here. Once again, note the driver change on the 7. Always be a lady. Make that driver Marcus Miller. Introducing the field, the 1's Jimmy Lai, owned by the Blackfoot Farms, trained by Terry Leonard. Casey Leonard will do the driving. The 2 is Rockin' Arlene, owned and trained by Wayne Brown, Kyle Houston in the driver's seat. 3, Midnight Magic, owned by the Val d'Or Farms, along with the Fair Island Farms and Pitbull Stable, trained by Dave Avanetti. Wyatt Avanetti will drive. The 4 is a Very Nice Dandy, owned by Thomas Vaughn, trained by Roland Hernett, driven by Travis Seekman. The 5 is Spring Wish, owned by Peter Karras, trained by Mike Brake, handling the lines, Juan Franco. 6 is Pasqualina, owned by Elagio Boccia, Mike Rogers trains, and Jordan Patton's in the driver's seat. And to round out the field, the 7 is Always Be a Lady, owned by Ronald Knupp, trained by Roshan Trigg. Note that driver change, it's now Marcus Miller. Marcus Miller drives the 7, Always Be a Lady. Starter Roy Finn, accompanied by driver Tim Becker, have called for the horses to light up. Gates rolling. It's a field of 7 maiden fillies and mares, all on gate. It's the first of 12. Hawthorne live at Springfield. It's the opener. It's showtime. There they go. Often pacing from the center of the track, a very nice dandy. Far outside, always be a lady. Trying to hustle up toward the inside is Rockin' Arlene along with Jimmy Lai. Those 4 head into that first turn. And from the outside and now looking to cross over, that's a very nice dandy taking an early lead. Looking to drop into the 2-hole, always be a lady. That's Jimmy Lai, who does settle into 3rd, racing in 4th, Rockin' Arlene. Sitting in 5th, that's a Midnight Magic. And then it's back to Spring Wish, and Pasqualina can see them all. They're just past the quarter in single file alignment, and as they get set to head up the backside and march down to the half-mile mark, that's Travis Seekman teaming up with a very nice dandy on the motor here. Always be a lady with Marcus Miller right there tracking at leader. A gap of 2 to Jimmy Lai in 3rd. Opening fraction came up 28-1 there in 4th. That's Rockin' Arlene about 4 from the lead, followed by Midnight Magic, and then on the inside Spring Wish. Now tipping to the outside, Pasqualina's about 9 from the leader. They're past the half and heading into that far turn, and it is a very nice dandy continuing to pave the way. That is a very nice dandy. The 2-year-old filly holding a lead, but now coming to the outside, Rockin' Arlene and Houston are going to take it to the leader right now. Along the inside, always be a lady. The half was just 59-2. They're approaching the 3/4 pole, and a very nice dandy trying to take it all the way. On the outside, Rockin' Arlene trying to grind it out toward the inside, saving ground, nowhere to go, always be a lady. Midnight Magic's lurking on the leaders. They're past 3/4 in 1:29-4 in the first of 12 today. Headed for home, a very nice dandy, and Seekman driving on that lead. On the far outside, Midnight Magic trying to close that gap. In between them, Rockin' Arlene. It seems to be a very nice dandy. Midnight Magic, a very nice dandy is gonna win it over Midnight Magic. Finishing 3rd was Always Be a Lady, and then it was close for 4th. Final time coming up, 1:59-2. A very nice dandy. Now returning back in front of the grandstand to kick off the first of 12 here today at Springfield. Here's the 4, a very nice dandy. A very nice Dandy's a 2-year-old bay filly. She's a daughter of World of Rock and Roll. Out of an incredible Finale mare, a very nice horse. It's a maiden victory in the 7th lifetime start for a very nice Dandy. Bred by R and L Grider along with the Dandy Farms of Illinois. Owned by Thomas Vaughn of Illinois. Trained by Roland Hennert. Driven to victory, gate to wire by Travis Siekman. Winning time 1:59.2 will establish a life mark for the 2-year-old. A very nice Dandy. Here's the official placings from the opener. Jimmy Lai was 4th. Rocket Arlene finished 6th. Mid-Eyed Magic 2nd. A very nice Dandy, your race winner. Spring Wish was 5th. Pasqualina finished 7th. Always Be a Lady settled for 3rd. Recheck top down, it's 4, 6, 2, 1, 5, 7, and 3 on the bottom. For those keeping score, here's the fractions from race 1. Opening quarter 28-1. Half mile time 59-2. 3/4 and 1 29-4. Once again establishing a life mark, a very nice Dandy's final time 1:59.2. All right, backside, you can bring them out for race 2. Race 2 is up next. That's backside, bring them out. Race 2 up next. Once again, here's a special note for the backside, our trainers especially. Please note that the hobbles, please note that you need to tape your hobbles up. We had some incidents last week here, so once again, trainers, please note to tape your hobble. Once again, at this time, we'd also like to remind our backside there's plenty of food and beverage available on the backside, courtesy of Coleman's Concession today. Once again, their food truck is located across from the race office. So once again, for all the folks on the backside, we do have food and beverage available, all courtesy of Coleman's Concession. They're located right across from the race office on the backside. Horses out on the track now for the second race. ICF 2-year-old Colts and Geldings non-winners of $5,000 lifetime. Field of 8 lining up in here, including the one, Elliot's Jet, owned by Ed Teefee, trained by Nick Prather, and driven by Travis Siegman. The 2 horses, 3 Lock a Box, owned by Ernest Sork along with Sean and Noreen Nessa. Sean Nessa, the trainer, Marcus Miller will catch drive. The 3 horses, Peace Star, owned by Doug Overheiser, along with Houston Racing, John Schwartz Jr. and Mark Winship. Amy Houston trains and Kyle Houston will drive. The 4, Western Trevor, owned, trained, and reined by Mike Brink. The 5 is Dandy's Freedom, owned by Terry Leonard, along with the Dandy Farms, Peter Couches, and FT Racing Stable. Terry Leonard trains, Casey Leonard aboard. 6 is Some Good Somewhere, owned by Robert Silverberg, along with P. Turn and Jim Eaton and Dee Wisniewski. Jim Eaton trains and Wyatt Evanetti between the wheels. 7, Starman, owned, trained, and driven by Steve Halford. And rounding out the field, the 8 is Fox Valley Jupiter, owned by Carlos Santos. Pete Lou trains, Jordan Patton in the bike. Starters called for the horses to line up. Gates rolling. A field of 8 2-year-old Colton Geldings all on gate. Hawthorne live at Springfield. Race 2. Race time. There they go. Often pacing, trying from the very far outside is Fox Valley Jupiter, but now toward the inside. 3 Locks Boxes got it fired up. In between them, that driving out of there is Dandy's Freedom as they head into that turn from the far outside. Fox Valley Jupiter driving on, but toward the inside comes 3 Lock Box. P-Star looks to get away racing in third. Western Trevor forwardly placed in fourth. Then a gap of 2 lengths back in fifth. That's Elliott Jet. 2 more then to Dandy's Freedom. The back 2 markers, Some Good Somewhere and Starman, can see them all. They're headed up the backside here. They're past that quarter, and right now 3 Lock Box has taken over for Marcus Miller. That's going to put Fox Valley Jupiter in the 2-hole. P-Star looks it over from third, 2 lengths off the lead. 1 from there, Western Trevor. Opening quarter, 28 seconds flat. Single file alignment heading toward the half-mile pole in the second of 12 here today, and that is 3 Lock Box holding that lead from Fox Valley Jupiter. P-Star looks a little eager there in third, just 2 from the lead. Then it's back racing fourth to Western Trevor. Now there's a gap of about 3 to the outside. That comes Dandy's Freedom, the one not keeping up along the inside, and backpedaling now is Elliott's Jet. Looking to get around that one is Starman and Some Good Somewhere. The half, 57 and 4. The field's heading into the far turn, and they got to come after 3 Lock Box, who's holding that lead. And now Houston did pull on the right line. Here's P-Star coming to attack the leader. They're along the inside. A great trip for Fox Valley Jupiter. And now Casey Leonard's lurking on the leaders here with Dandy's Freedom, an 1/8 of a mile from home. Here's the 3/4, 127 flat. Coming out of that turn and kicking for home. On the outside, P-Star now reaching for the lead. Gonna have to deal with Dandy's Freedom, who's on the outside now trying to close ground. Dandy's Freedom, P-Star. Dandy's Freedom seems to be going the best. Yes, Dandy's Freedom gonna win it over P-Star. Starman came from a long way back to be third. Finishing fourth, Fox Valley Jupiter. It looks like 3 Lock Box got the nickel. Dandy's Freedom got it done. 155 and 2. Yeah. Already returning back into the test barn, the winner of race 2, number 5, Dandy's Freedom. Dandy's Freedom's a 2-year-old bay gelding. Back-to-back winners on the card already for the world of rock and roll. Out of the Sportsmaster mare, Char and Marge. It's the first win after 3 lifetime starts for Dandy's Freedom. Dandy's Freedom, bred by the Dandy Farms and FT Racing Stable of Illinois. Also owned by Terry Leonard, the Dandy Farms, Peter Couches, and FT Racing Stable. Trained by Terry Leonard. Nicely handled and driven to victory by Casey Leonard. Final time, 1:55.2. That will establish a life mark for Dandy's Freedom. Here's how they finished in race 8. Elliot's Jet was 8th. 3-Lock Box finished 5th. P-Star 2nd. Western Trevor was 7th. Dandy's Freedom, your race winner. Some Good Somewhere finished 6th. Starman was 3rd. Fox Valley Jupiter 4th. Recheck top down 8, 5, 2, 7, 1, 6, 3, and 4 on the bottom. The fractions from race 2, opening quarter 28 flat. The half 57 and 4. 3/4 time was 1:27. Once again establishing a life mark. Dandy's Freedom's final time 1:55 and 2. Okay, backside, we're ready to go. You can bring them out for race 3. The third race is up next. Backside, you can bring them out for race number 3. Horses stepping onto the track now for race 3. Condition pacers lining up in here. We do have a scratch to report. Scratch the 4, Mucho Diamante. Also a driver change for the 7, Holy Lucifer. Make that driver Matt Avanetti. Let's meet this field of a 7. The 1 is I'll Decide. 1 of 2 from the Nick Prather barn. This one's owned by the Windy City Farms, trained by Nick Prather. Travis Siekman catch drives. The 2 is Rockin' Cafone, owned and trained by Wayne Brown. Kyle Houston in the driver's seat. The 3, Raygen, the 2nd of the Nick Prather trainees. This one's owned by Carol Hendricks, trained by Nick Prather, and Wyatt Avanetti will handle the lines. Once again, scratch the 4, Mucho Diamante. The 5, Almost Gone, owned and trained by Terry Leonard. Casey Leonard does the driving. 6 is Silence the Witness, owned by Peter Karras, trained by Dennis Bankston. Jordan Patton aboard. 7, Holy Lucifer, owned by Diane and Carol Hayes, who also trains. Note the driver change to Matt Avanetti. Matt Avanetti aboard the 7, Holy Lucifer. And rounding out the field, the 8 is Fox Valley Tesla, owned by Francis Constantine, along with Matt and Scott Douglas. Scott Douglas trains. Gabe Wan will do the driving. Starters called for the horses to line up. Gates rolling. With the scratch of the 4, Mucho Diamante, we're scratched down now to a field of 7 conditioned pacers, all on gate. Hawthorne live at Springfield, race 3. Post time. There we go. Up and Pacing almost gone from the center of the track. Rockin' Capone toward the inside along with I'll Decide. Those three going to vie for that early lead. Moving up along the inside into fourth, that's Ray Jen as they corner into that turn from the inside with the advantage. I'll Decide has got the early lead, but Casey Leonard's on the move here. Almost Gone looks to take over. Also now caught on the outside there. That's a Rockin' Capone. So they haven't settled in yet as right now. That's Almost Gone with an early lead. And now trying to get into that two-hole. That's Rockin' Capone toward the inside there. I'll Decide under a stranglehold in third. 2 lengths back racing in fourth. That's Ray Jen. Then Silence the Witness. Followed there by Holy Lucifer. And that's Fox Valley Tesla who can see them all. Rockin' Capone got the worst of that. Opening quarter 29 seconds flat. And now Rockin' Capone and Houston have cleared into the lead. Almost Gone now. Races out of that pocket. Looking it over from third is I'll Decide as they pass the half-mile mark. Going along in fourth. That's Wyatt Eminetti. And that in next is Ray Jen as they head toward the far turn. Rockin' Capone still there with that lead from in that two-hole. Patiently sitting there. Almost Gone the half. They definitely picked up the tempo here. 55-3. How about a 26-3 second quarter? And as they race around the far turn, Rockin' Capone now needs to deal with I'll Decide. And Travis Seekman coming right alongside and looking to go right on by. And now Casey Leonard angled off the rail and comes to the outside with Almost Gone. They're an eighth of a mile from home, and that is now I'll Decide, the 2-year-old, taking over 3/4, 126 as they head for home. I'll Decide with that lead up on the outside. Almost Gone looking to run down that leader. It is now Almost Gone and Casey Leonard looking to go back-to-back with Trader Terry Leonard. Yeah, they got it. It'll be Almost Gone to win it. Finishing second, I'll Decide. Late rallying Fox Valley Tesla did get third. Finishing fourth, Silence the Witness, close for fifth. Almost Gone. Casey Leonard back-to-back. Final time coming up. 154-2. Already returning back to the test barn, the winner of race 3, the official winner, it's the 5, Almost Gone. Almost Gone's a 3-year-old bay gelding by Yankee Skyscaper from the Southsider mare, Maddie Seelster. It's a homebred, bred, owned, and trained by Terry Leonard. Back-to-back winners for co-owner and trainer Terry Leonard. How about back-to-back winners on the day for driver Casey Leonard? The final time here, 154-2 by 4 full seconds. That's a brand new life mark for Almost Gone, 154-2. Here's how they finished in race 3. I'll Decide second, Rocket Cafone sixth, Raygen finished fifth, Scratch, Mucho Diamante. Almost Gone, your race winner. Silence the Witness finished fourth. Holy Lucifer wound up seventh. Fox Valley Tesla third. Let's recheck top down. 2, 6, 5. Scratch. 1, 4, 7, and 3 on the bottom. The fractions were 29 seconds flat. The half 55 and 3. 3/4 time 126. Once again a new mark for Almost Gone, 154 and 2. All right, backside, you can bring them out for race 4. The 4th race is up next. That's race 4. You can bring them out.
Indispensable. Maximum exposure, the best sales marketing tools. The easiest way to sell your horse for top dollar. The wave of the future. Since holding their first sale 20 years ago, OnGate.com has become harness racing's leading marketplace, with over 13,000 registered users buying and selling racehorses and bloodstock through daily online auctions. Browse listings for free and buy your next racehorse at OnGate.com. OnGate, we've changed the way the business works.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Now returning back in front of the grandstand to the winner's circle here this afternoon, the winner of race 4, it's the 7, Two Bean Dream. Two Bean Dreams, a 2-year-old bay filly, a daughter of some star somewhere. Out of the Sportsmaster mare, Fox Valley Catwalk. It's the second one in the career of Two Bean Dream. Bred by the Fox Valley Standardbreds. Races for Benita Simmons and Ann Schneider of Illinois. Trained by Tom Simmons. Driven to victory by Kyle Houston. Here's the official placings from race 4. Watermelon Moonshine finished 5th. Robin Tino 3rd. Fox Valley Scandal finished 4th. Sleazy Little Darlin wound up 6th. Miss Tootie finished 8th. Hole in the Bottle 7th. Two Bean Dream, your race winner. Shady Maple Bridget was 2nd. Top down, 5-3-4, 6-8. Horses stepping onto the track now for race 5. Condition pacers lining up in here. Field of 8. They include the 1 Fox Valley Steeler, owned by Ann Schneider, Benita Simmons, and Carl Lacey. Tom Simmons trains and Wyatt Avanetti will steer. 2 is Clear Choice DeVee, owned by David and Adam Brooks. Dave Brooks trains, Juan Franco drives. The 3 horse is Babe Brute, owned by the Flacco family farms, along with Jill Brown, who also trains. Chris Brown will do the driving. 4 is Captain Sleaze, owned by the Engel Stables of Illinois, trained by Nelson Willis, Casey Leonard teaming. The 5 Fox Valley Ozzie, owned by Stephen McMacken, along with David Samuelson. Gary Rath trains and reigns. The 6 Foxman, owned by Kevin Miller, along with Lester and Marcus Detweiler and A. Miller. Kevin Miller trains, Marcus Miller aboard. The 7 Street Boy, owned by Garcia Power, trained by Hector Herrera. Travis Seekman handles the lines. And rounding out the field, the 8 is Josie Rocks My World, owned by Janet Bentley, trained and reined by Steve Halford. Starter calls for the horses to line up. Gates rolling. It's a field of 8 condition pacers all on gate. Hawthorne live at Springfield, race 5. Race time. There they go. Often pacing from the center of the track, Captain Sleaze. Far outside, Josie Rocks My World is trying to get out of there. Now hustling up on the inside comes Fox Valley Steeler as they corner into that turn. Fox Valley Steeler from along the rail gets the early lead. Clear Choice DeVee saving ground is there in a second. Continuing up on the outside, that's Josie Rocks My World now parked out here as they approach the quarter. Babe Brute got away racing in for 2 to Captain Sleaze. 1 from there, Foxman. 2 then to Fox Valley Ozzie. The trailer is Street Boy. Past the quarter and heading up the backside, and now clearing into the lead, but had to be used to get there. That is a Josie Rocks My World, but not content in a 2-hole. Fox Valley Steeler right back out on the give and go. Opening quarter, a sizzler, 25-3. And as they race up the backside toward the half, it's Fox Valley Steeler who's setting the tempo now in the 2-hole. That's a Josie Rocks My World. Racing along in third, Clear Choice DeVee just 2 off the lead. And then toward the inside, racing fourth, that's a Babe Brute. Now moving to the outside, that's Captain Sleaze. They're past the half. And as they race toward the far turn, it's Fox Valley Steeler and Wyatt Ebony to lead the half. A rocketing 54 seconds flat. Can Fox Valley Steeler stand the test of time? That lead is a length and a half. Along the inside in a second, that is a Josie Rocks My World. Up on the outside, trying to make up a little more ground here. Clear Choice DeVee, an eighth of a mile from home. Fox Valley Steeler G's another eighth of a mile, but they appear to be closing in on the grandstand side. Here comes Captain Sleeve and Casey Leonard looking for a third winner today. Captain Sleeve takes over 1:22.4 for the 3/4. Captain Sleeve moving away from Foxman. Captain Slee's gonna win it. Finishing second was Foxman. Fox Valley Aussie got up for third. Finishing fourth, Third Choice to be. It looked like Street Boy and got the nickel. Casey Leonard with a triple early on the card. Captain Slee's 151. Now making his way back to the winner's circle from off the pace here today. A winner in race 5. It's the 4 and Captain Sleaze. Captain Sleaze returning to his hometown here after racing at Hoosier Park in the last little while. Captain Sleaze scores the first win of 24 starts this season. How about 14 lifetime victories overall for Captain Sleaze? A 6-year-old bay gelding, a son of a rock and roll dance from a sportsmaster mare, just Sleazy won. A homebred, bred and owned by the Engel Stables of Illinois, trained by Nelson Willis, driven to victory. Here's the hat trick on the day for driver Casey Leonard. The official placings from race 5, Fox Valley Steelers 7th, Clear Choice DeVee 4th, Babe Brute 6th. Captain Sleaze, your race winner. Fox Valley Aussie wound up 3rd. Foxman 2nd. Street Boy finished 5th. Josie Rocks My World wound up 8th. Rechecking top down, 7, 4, 6, 1, 3, 2, 5, 8 on the bottom. Here's the fractions, 25 and 3 for the quarter. The half mile time, 54 flat. 3/4 time in 1:22 and 4. And the mile for Captain Sleaze, 1:51. All right, backside, you can bring them out for race 6. We're ready to go, race 6. That's race 6 up next.
dish package. I can't believe how you can turn on anything almost, except for maybe Bewitched. And they're like, oh, well, you can bet and this and that. Did you hear that what the football's going to be this year? Billions. More people. Well, since I lost Mom, I've lost enough going to Aldi. I've become like this Aldi thing. But I learned, which I'll share with you, because I haven't shared it with everybody. You know, they get the flowers and everything. Well, it turns out that they actually have a date, whether they're dead or alive or they look great or bad. They have an actual date, and our Aldi's get delivered in Springfield on Wednesdays. So they normally give them 9 days. So it's that from that Wednesday to the following Friday. They throw it all away. The pots, the flowers, all of it. I didn't know that personally. So I've spoken with the managers at the stores, and they've left me some stuff by their dumpsters. I've brought back a couple plants, and if nothing else, I've gotten the dirt out of them, or I've got now I put on crops, because they really are almost dead. I get to keep one rose out of the 12, you know, but hey, why not? But other than that, I bought the new cabin air conditioner this summer, and that's where my money's not going to be.
Fillies and Mares stepping onto the track now for race 6. Condition Fillies and Mares, a half a dozen lining up in here, including the one double parked, owned and trained by Kevin Miller. Marcus Miller will drive. The 2 is Anne's Marina Del Rey, owned, trained, and driven by Cassidy Witten. 3 is 1R Andy Starr, owned by the 1R Standardbred Farm, trained by Nick Prather. Casey Leonard looking for a Grand Slam. 4 Revenge Rosie, owned by Desiree Seekman, trained by Mike Brink. Travis Seekman aboard. The 5 La Rosa, owned and trained by Mike Perrin. Wyatt Avanetti steers. And rounding out the field, the 6 is Ashley's Little Angel, owned by the Flacco Family Farms, along with Roshan Trigg, who trains. Note a driver change here today to Juan Franco. Juan Franco now the pilot on the 6, Ashley's Little Angel.
Better for the horses too. Well, thank you. I am following those 2 pages on Facebook, but sometimes their info, which I get it, they're busy probably all day doing what have you. Sometimes their info doesn't come through until almost evening, and then I'm like, I didn't know. Now I'm sitting at home, I'm in my Jimmy's, and I'm eating my yogurt, and this is what I find out. Yeah. I did find that.
Starters called for the horses to line up. Gates rolling. A field of 6, condition, fillies and mares, all on gate. Hawthorne live at Springfield, race 6. Race time. There they go. Often pacing Anne's Marina Del Rey, gunning for that early lead right alongside 1R Andy Star. And now hustling up on the inside is Double Park as they speed into that first turn. It is Anne's Marina Del Rey looking to cross over from the 2-path into the lead. That'll be Double Park coming away in the 2-hole. A length and a half away, racing in third, 1R Andy Star, followed by Revenge Rosie. One from there, that's Ashley's Little Angel, the one who can see them all. It's La Rosa. Past the quarter and heading up the backside, a field of 6. Condition fillies and mares are being led by Anne's Marina Del Rey with Cassidy Witten between the wheels on the lead, a length and a half. Racing in second, Double Park, gap 3 now. Back in third, that is 1R Andy Star after an opening quarter, 26-3. Sitting in fourth, that's Revenge Rosie, about 5 off the lead. 2 more back then to Ashley's Little Angel, and 3 to the trailer, La Rosa. Past the half and heading toward the far turn, it's Anne's Marina Del Rey looking to go all the way. Right there tracking that leader a little tighter in a second. That's a Double Park for Marcus Miller. Now 2.5 to 1R Andy Star the half. A quick 53-3, 27 flat second quarter. Cassidy Witten trying to bottom out the field here, but he's got the lead. Anne's Marina Del Rey, she leads it by a length. Now all over that helmet there, and now looking to pull the trigger out of the pocket. Here comes a Double Park. Lurking on the leaders is 1R Andy Star, and now Revenge Rosie with Travis Seekman looms a threat on the outside, just 2 from the lead. They've come to the top of the lane, 3/4 time, 1:21-4, and from the outside, Double Park has taken the lead from that perfect pocket trip on the outside, now trying to close ground. Here's 1R Andy Star, but not really gaining late in the stretch. In deep stretch, Double Park will win it. Finishing a second, 1R Andy Star. Third was Anne's Marina Del Rey. Then it was Revenge Rosie, and way back in fifth looked like it was Ashley's Little Angel. Double Park and Marcus Miller got it done. How about 151-4?
But see the difference, like when you look at her picture, you'll see that left picture. It's a completely different horse. That was in the front, ended up in the back.
Now returning back to the winner's circle, coming out of the 2-hole trip to win it today, here's the 1, Double Parked. Double Parked, a 7-year-old bay mare, a daughter of Sagebrush, out of a Park Place mare, Park on the Road. It's the 5th win of the season. How about 32 lifetime victories for Double Parked, bred by the Fairmeadow Farm of Illinois, owned and trained by Kevin Miller, driven to victory by Marcus Miller. That result's official. Double Parked, your race winner. Anne's Marina Del Rey finished 3rd. 1R Andy Star 2nd. Revenge Rosie finished 4th. La Rosa 6th. Ashley's Little Angel finished 5th. Recheck top down, 1, 3, 2, 4, 6, and 5 on the bottom. Here are the fractions from that race. 26 and 3 for the first quarter. The half mile time, 53 and 3. 3 quarters, 121 and 4. And the mile, double parked, 151 and 4. All right, backside, you can bring them out for race 7. The 7th race is up next. That's attention backside. You can bring them out. We're ready for race 7, the 7th race.
Indispensable. Maximum exposure, the best sales marketing tools. The easiest way to sell your horse for top dollar. The wave of the future. Since holding their first sale 20 years ago, OnGate.com has become harness racing's leading marketplace, with over 13,000 registered users buying and selling racehorses and bloodstock through daily online auctions. Browse listings for free and buy your next racehorse at OnGate.com. OnGate, we've changed the way the business works.
Own a little and love it a lot. Thestable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. Thestable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at thestable.ca.
Now though it's different, and now I hear it and I think, ooh, that's so cool. It's time to get up, you know. Then I get the new cat off his little sequestered B&B, and get the black cat somewhere else so he's not attacking Bobby, and then Bobby and I go out and he'll sit there and listen to it. Well, and I never thought I would like love symphony orchestras and know more instruments and, you know, rock and roll and old school, like the old school station, you know, like my mom and her brother would listen to, but now I've already up to this, I guess I can't play it. It's really different. I'd love to see a grand slam now. You see, I see him then, oh my God. Yes. With the best sound. That's a beautiful auditorium. Well, fly those nets, I think that's what they do. They're just good at it. They just do. Well, it's true. There are not any Oriental Carolina players. I can tell you that. They're all American, German, Polish, those types of accents. But those Chinese people, or whatever, what they may be, because there's so many of their countries, they are good at that. But they also make really, really violins. I like the cello. There's these other ones that they do.
Horses making their way onto the racetrack now for the 7th race. Condition pacers lining up in here. A field of 8, including the 1 Fox Valley Bruin, owned by Jim Ballinger, trained by Terry Leonard. Casey Leonard handles the lines. 2 is Gotta Go Graham, owned by Shelley Graham, trained by Tom Graham Jr. Matt Avanetti between the wheels. The 3 horses Ain't Wicked, owned by David Arbo, trained by Phil Cotton, Wyatt Avanetti in the driver's seat. The 4, Pond of Spark, owned by Ann Schneider along with Benita Simmons. Tom Simmons trains, Travis Siekman will drive. The 5 is Bella's First Moose, owned by Midside Construction, trained and driven by Gary Rath. The 6 horse is Peace Prize, owned by Ed Teefy, trained by Merv Chupp. Juan Franco's aboard. The 7 Grand Champ, owned by Carolyn Wiley, the trainer Michael Perrin, driver Kyle Houston. And rounding out the field, the 8 is Hi Ho, He's Silver, owned by Robert Silverberg, P. Turner, Jim Eaton, and M. Brown. Jim Eaton trains, Marcus Miller will do the driving.
Marcus Miller. I didn't know those others were these. They
Starters called for the horses to line up. Gates rolling. It's a field of 8 conditioned pacers, all on gate. Hawthorne live at Springfield, race 7. Post time. There they go. Often pacing, Peace Prize from the outside, gunning for that early lead. Ain't Wicked also hustled out of there, and to the inside comes Fox Valley Bruin as they head on into that first turn from the outside. Peace Prize toward the inside, Ain't Wicked. Those two vie for the early lead. Fox Valley Bruin got away racing in third. Hi Ho He Silver from the 8-hole looking for a spot in fourth. They're in front of racing next. That's a Gotta Go Graham. One from there racing next is Ponda Spark, and then it's back to Bella's First Moose in the trailer, Grand Champ. They're past the quarter and heading up the backside, and it is Peace Prize intent on having the lead and's got that lead a length and a half. Getting the worst of it is Fox Valley Bruin, who's parked out in second. They're along the inside. Ain't Wicked is third. They went that opening quarter 28 seconds flat, and as they approach the half-mile mark with the lead, that is Peace Prize and Juan Franco calling the shots here. And now Fox Valley Bruin has found a spot at the rail, racing in now second. Along the inside, that's Ain't Wicked in third. Marcus Miller's on the move here. Hi Ho He Silver the Grays moving up now first up, looking to pick up the cover. Gotta Go Graham as they head on into that far turn. Then it's back on the inside to Ponda Spark. The half 55-3, 27-3 for that second panel as they race midway through the turn and heading to the 3/4 pole. Peace Prize is still there. Hi Ho He Silver's come to call. On the outside moving into it now is Gotta Go Graham. Backpedaling along the inside, Fox Valley Bruin as they're past the 3/4 and coming to the top of the lane. That's Marcus Miller and Hi Ho He Silver. 3/4, 1:24-2, taking over the lead. Now he needs to deal with Gotta Go Graham trying to close that gap. Hi Ho He Silver. Gotta Go Graham trying hard up on the outside, but plenty here left at the wire. Hi Ho He Silver gonna win it. Finishing second, a good second, Gotta Go Graham. Bella's First Moose will be third. Peace Prize finished fourth, and Ponda Spark got up for fifth. Marcus Miller with a pair of winners today. This one here goes to the winner. Hi Ho He's a Silver. 152. Now returning back to the winner's circle, a winner of race 7. It's the 8, Hi Ho He Silver. Hi Ho He's a Silver's the 3-year-old Rome gelding, a son of luck be with you. From the Park Place mare, BC's Jesse. Second win from 19 career starts for Hi Ho He Silver. Bred by the Lindar Stables and the Frontier Farms of Indiana and Illinois. Hi Ho He Silver is owned by Robert Silverberg, Pete Turner, Jim Eaton, and M. Brown. Winning trainer Jim Eaton, back-to-back winners on the day for driver Marcus Miller. Final time of 1:52 flat by far. That's a brand new life mark here for Hi-Ho. He's silver. Here's the official placings from race 7. Fox Valley Bruin 7th, placed 6th. Gotta Go Graham was 2nd. Ain't Wicked 6th, placed 5th. Pond of Spark was 5th, placed 4th. Bella's First Moose 3rd. Peace Prize 4th, placed 7th for causing interference to trailing horses going into the first turn. Grand Champ was 8th. Hi Ho He Silver, your race winner. After placings, it reads from the top down 7P6, 2, 6P5, 5P4, 3, 4P7, 8, and 1 on the bottom. Fractions were 28 seconds flat, the half 55 and 3, 3/4 and 124. And once again, a new mark for Hi Ho He Silver, 152 flat. All right, backside, you can bring them out for race 8. We're ready to go for race number 8. You can bring them out. Fillies and mares with a track master less than 68 onto the track here for race 8. The field includes the 1, Can't Stay Too Long, owned by Charles Hurst Jr. Roshan Trigg trains, and Marcus Miller looks for a 3rd winner today. 2, Carrot Top Moose, owned by Gabe Wan along with Robert Wan. Gabe Wan trains and drives. The 3, Delight Moon, owned by Glenn Bauman along with Benita Simmons. Tom Simmons trains and Casey Leonard does the driving. 4, Rock and Roll Dakota, owned, trained, and driven by Steve Halford. 5, Zena's Foxy, owned by Linda Mills and Susan Poe. Matt Rodriguez, the trainer, Matt Avanetti, the pilot. 6 is Days of Rendezvous, owned by Debbie Benjamin Wolf along with Jeff Wolf. Nick Prather trains and Juan Franco handles the lines. 7, Candy's Fortune, owned by Brian and Kendra Herzog. Jill Brown trains, Travis Siekman between the wheels. And rounding out the field, the 8, Some Star Sandy, owned by David and Adam Brooks. Dave Brooks trains, Wyatt Avanetti teaming. Starters called for the horses to line up. Gates rolling. It's a field of 8 fillies and mares all on gate. Trackmaster less than 68. Hawthorne live at Springfield, race 8. Post time. There they go. Often pacing, blasted out of there from the far outside. Some Star Sandy quickly asserts herself from the very far outside, and before they hit the turn, looks to clear as they head on into that turn. Moving up along the inside, can't stay too long. Up on the outside of that one, that's Nays a Rendezvous, who continues to drive on. Back in fourth, Carrot Top Moose. Sitting there fifth, gapped a little, is Delight Moon as they head to the quarter pole. With the lead here, that is Some Star Sandy, but continuing to drive up on the outside, Nays a Rendezvous, and Nays a Rendezvous going to clear into the lead, but was parked to the quarter. And now coming back out of that hole, it appears to be Some Star Sandy as they head up the backside that first quarter, 27-4. And it is with the lead, Nays a Rendezvous pulling that pocket, but maybe having second thoughts now. Some Star Sandy a length and a half away, back in third. That's a can't stay too long. Looking it over from fourth, Carrot Top Moose, followed there by Delight Moon. To the outside now, Rock and Roll Dakota. To the inside, that's Candy's Fortune, and then it's Zenus Foxy who can see them all. They're past the half and heading toward the far turn, and it's still Nays Rendezvous looking to go back to back here. The half, 57-2. Nays Rendezvous leads it a neck, and now Gabe One and Carrot Top Moose are putting in a challenge here. First up, as they're racing midway through that turn. Along the inside, Some Star Sandy is a close third, just needs a little racing room right now. To the outside, that's Casey Leonard and Delight Moon, about 3 from the lead. Need to get going a little, and then back along the inside, it can't stay too long. They've come to the top of the lane, 1/8 of a mile to go. Three-quarter time comes up, 1:25-4, and Nays Rendezvous appears up to the task today. Looks to go back to back here. It'll be Nays Rendezvous now moving away. Nays Rendezvous in front. Close for a second, might have been Carrot Top Moose over Some Star Sandy, followed then by Delight Moon and Rock and Roll Dakota. Nays Rendezvous and Juan Franco. Final time coming up. 1:54-1. Now returning back to the winner's circle after going most of the way all on the front end. Here's the 6, Nays Rendezvous. Nays Rendezvous, she's a 3-year-old bay filly, a daughter of Some Star Somewhere. Out of the Riches Hanover mare, Yanks Rendezvous. It's back-to-back wins here at Springfield for Nays Rendezvous. And now with 2 seasonal wins and 4 lifetime victories, none faster than this one here today. Nays Rendezvous, bred and owned by Debbie Benjamin Wolf, along with Jeffrey Wolf of Illinois. Winning trainer Nick Prather, winning driver Juan Franco. Final time of 1:54 and 1 by 2 ticks. That's a brand new life mark for Nays Rendezvous. Here's the official placings from race 8. Can't Stay Too Long, 6th. Carrot Top Moose, 2nd. Delight Moon finished 4th. Rock and Roll Dakota was 5th. Zenas Foxy wound up 7th. Nays Rendezvous, your race winner. Candy's Fortune finished 8th. Some Star Sandy, 3rd. Recheck top down, 6, 2, 4, 5, 7, 1, 8, and 3 on the bottom. Here's the fractions: 27 and 4 for the quarter of the half, 57 and 2. 3 quarters, 125 and 4. Once again, a brand new life mark for Nays Rendezvous, 154 and 1. All right, backside, you can bring them out for race 9. We're ready for race 9. Once again, backside, bring them out. Race 9, 9th race next. Once again, at this time, we'd like to remind everyone on track and those watching via live streaming that Standardbred racing continues here the next 2 days here at Springfield. It'll continue tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. with 4 qualifiers. That starts at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And then we'll have a stakes-filled card of 12 races for you tomorrow afternoon, starting at 12 Central. And then, of course, Friday, we've got 15 races, mostly stakes races again on Friday. And once again, that time, Central Standard Time, post time, is 12 o'clock. So we've got qualifiers at 11 tomorrow morning, 4, and then the card gets underway at 12, and that'll have plenty of stakes action in there, leg 2 of 4. And then Friday, once again, 15 races this time, and there will be plenty of stakes action as well. So don't forget to join us here tomorrow and Friday.
I miss olive trees and I miss mums and all kinds of stuff. But I don't do this stuff. But if they're pretty, I'll find a spot. Especially if I'm going to get one of them. And hummingbirds. I had something back home this morning.
Horses making their way onto the racetrack now for race 9, one of the co-featured events of the afternoon. A field of 6 conditioned pacers lining up here, including the 1, Fox Valley Gemini, owned by Jim Ballinger, trained by Terry Leonard. Casey Leonard will do the driving. 2, Mr. Nut and Nice, 1 of 2 from the Roshan Trigg barn. This one's owned by Charles Hurst Jr., trained by Roshan Trigg, and Juan Franco handles the lines. 3, Mr. Charisma, owned by Garcia Power Incorporated. Hector Herrera trains. Kyle Houston will do the driving. 4, Fox Valley Jasper, owned by the Angle Stables of Illinois, along with Jerry Graham. Gerald Hansen trains, and Gary Rath's aboard. The 5 Heavy Pressure, the second from the Roshan Trigg barn. This one's owned by Latoya Hullett. Roshan Trigg trains, and Marcus Miller's aboard. And rounding out the half a dozen is the 6 Fox Valley Cayman, owned by Carl Lacey, James Cravens, and Benita Simmons. Tom Simmons trains, Travis Siekman in the driver's seat. Starters called for the horses to line up.
Well, they're not showing us how they're spent. We made over $1 billion steps. Did you see anything?
Gates rolling. A field of 6 conditioned pacers all on gate. One of the co-features of the day. Hawthorne live at Springfield, race 9. Race time. There they go. Often pacing Mr. Charisma, trying for that lead along with Fox Valley Jasper, and now quickly on the inside comes Fox Valley Gemini as they barrel on into that first turn from the rail advantage. Fox Valley Gemini corners with the lead toward the inside. Mr. Nut and Nice on the outside. Mr. Charisma's parked right now and needs to think about going on or going back. There is a hole in third. Back there in fourth, Fox Valley Jasper. One from there, Heavy Pressure sits in fifth, and the early trailer, that's Fox Valley Cayman. Single file, they appear to have settled in, and it'll be Fox Valley Gemini who controls the shots here for Casey Leonard, looking for his 4th winner today. Mr. Nut and Nice, a winner last time out, sits in second after an opening quarter of 26-1, and now on the move, here comes Fox Valley Jasper, and Gary Rath looking to take over now, and it'll be Fox Valley Jasper taking over that lead. Gonna put Fox Valley Gemini in the tool as they approach the half. Mr. Nut and Nice in third, now Heavy Pressure and Marcus Miller on the move in fourth, looking to pick up that cover. Fox Valley Cayman. Mr. Charisma got the shuffle the last, but only 4 off the lead. They are past the half and heading over into that far turn, and the half was reached 55-1, a 29 flat second quarter breather as they race into the far turn. Fox Valley Jasper now has to deal with Heavy Pressure and is putting on Heavy Pressure to the outside. First up, those two are side by side, bridle to bridle. Back along the inside, Fox Valley Gemini, gapping the cover to the outside, Fox Valley Cayman, and nowhere to go there for Mr. Nut and Nice in the trailer. As they come to the top of the lane will be Mr. Charisma. Top of the lane they come, Fox Valley Jasper, but Heavy Pressure. Marcus Miller looking for a third winner, 3/4, 123-4. Heavy Pressure reaching for the lead. Along the inside, Fox Valley Jasper game, but not game enough because Heavy Pressure in front. Heavy Pressure gonna win it from Fox Valley Jasper. Third, Fox Valley Gemini. And then it appeared to be Fox Valley Cayman fourth. Close for fifth between Mr. Charisma and Mr. Nuttin' Nice. Heavy Pressure and Marcus Miller with a hat trick. Final time coming up. How about 152 and 2? Now returning back to the winner's circle, a winner of race 9 from off the pace here today. This is the 5, Heavy Pressure. Heavy Pressure is a 5-year-old bay horse by Real Desire. Out of an Arch Conquest mare, I Know It's Sydney. The 5th win of the season, 26 lifetime victories for the 5-year-old Heavy Pressure. Bred by Rita and Rod Williams of Illinois. Heavy Pressure is owned by LaToya Houlihan of Clinton, Mississippi. Winning trainer Roshan Trigg, driven to victory. Here's a hat trick on the afternoon for driver Marcus Miller. The official placings from race 9, Fox Valley Gemini 3rd, Mr. Nuttin' Nice 5th, Mr. Charisma 6th, Fox Valley Jasper 2nd, Heavy Pressure, your race winner, Fox Valley Cayman 4th. Recheck top down, 3, 5, 6, 2, 1, and 4 on the bottom. The fractions were 26 and 1, the half 55 and 1, 3/4 123 and 4, and the mile, Heavy Pressure 152 and 2. All right, backside, you can bring them out for race 10. We're moving along. You can bring them for race number 10. That's the 10th race is next.
Indispensable. Maximum exposure, the best sales marketing tools. The easiest way to sell your horse for top dollar. The wave of the future. Since holding their first sale 20 years ago, OnGate.com has become harness racing's leading marketplace, with over 13,000 registered users buying and selling racehorses and bloodstock through daily online auctions. Browse listings for free and buy your next racehorse at OnGate.com. OnGate, we've changed the way the business works.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
As we await the arrival of our horses for the upcoming 10th race, want to wish the best of luck to the connections, the owners of Dandy's Mercy, Illinois, folks. Hart Walker, Doug Overheiser, the Dandy Farms, along with FT Racing. They've got their Dandy's Mercy in the first of two divisions in the 54th edition of the Jugette. We want to wish them the best of luck. Horses making their way onto the racetrack now for the 10th race, a field of 8. Trackmaster less than 68, including the 1. He's a Renegade, owned by MM&D Racing. Mike Titus trains, Gary Rath aboard. 2, Holden Steady, owned by Matt and Ray Rodriguez. Matt Rodriguez trains, Matt Evanetti will drive. The 3, Muck Diesel, owned by the Flacco family farms. Jill Brown trains and reigns. 4 is Cosmic Mega Playboy, owned by Betty Landman, Stan Swisher trains, Travis Siekman catch drives. 5 is Duncan's Ranger, owned and trained by Alan Petrie, Kyle Houston in the driver's seat. 6, Western Vinny, owned by Eldon Hall, trained by Don Ray, Marcus and Miller aboard. 7 is Downtown Leroy Brown, owned by James and Teresa Greer, Nick Prather trains, Juan Franco handles the lines. And rounding out the field, the 8 Key Ingredient, owned by Don Laufenberg, Terry Leonard trains, Casey Leonard will drive.
Good about falling down.
Starter Roy Finn has called for the horses to line up. Gates rolling. It's a field of 8. Condition pacers, Trackmaster less than 68, all on gate. Hawthorne live at Springfield. It's the 10th of 12. Race time. There we go. Often pacing 3 or 4, vying for that early lead from the inside. Holding the steady, appears to be driving out for that early lead. He's a Renegade, hustles up along the rail. Also to the outside comes Duncan's Ranger as they corner into that turn. Holding the steady has got the early lead. Up on the outside there, that is Duncan's Ranger looking for a hole. Toward the inside, he's a Renegade. A length and a half away to Mock Diesel racing in 4th. Sitting in 5th, Cosmic Mega Playboy. 2 from there, racing next, that's Western Vinny. And then it's back to Downtown Leroy Brown, and Key Ingredient can see them all. A field of 8 have settled in as they're past the quarter and straightening out on the backside, and it's Matt Avanetti for the birthday boy trainer, Matt Rodriguez, and hold in a steady. First quarter, 27 seconds flat. Content with that 2-hole trip, it's Duncan's Ranger. A length and a half to He's a Renegade in 3rd. No one yet to make a move. Mock Diesel remains in 4th, sitting in 5th. That's Cosmic Mega Playboy, who's now looking to flush some cover. Now to the outside, moving up Downtown Leroy Brown as they race toward the far turn. It is still the leader holding a steady the roan, leading that way. Duncan's Ranger continuing to track in 2nd, patiently sits there for Houston, but now he's going to pull the trigger in the turn. 57 seconds flat, and from the outside, Duncan's Ranger challenging, holding a steady. Those two now are side by side, lurking on the leaders. He's a Renegade, has come off the rail, coming up along the inside. Mock Diesel mile, nowhere to go. Tightly bunched here as they've got an eighth of a mile to go. Holding a steady on the outside, Duncan's Ranger, and now Gary Rath is coming 3 high, 3/4 in 127 flat with He's a Renegade. 3 of them across the track. He's a Renegade, holding steady, trying to fight back between them. Duncan's Ranger, any one of these 3, and as they hit the wire, Duncan's Ranger gonna win it. Tight for second, either holding a steady or He's a Renegade, and then it was tight for fourth. It was either Cosmic Mega Playboy or Downtown Leroy Brown. No doubt about the winner, Duncan's Ranger. Final time, 1:55 and 2. Flat, 127 flat, 55 and 2. Thank you, sir. Now making his way back to the winner's circle, a winner of race 10 and a 3-horse blanket finish. It's the 5, Duncan's Ranger. Duncan's Ranger's a 6-year-old bay gelding by Palone Ranger. Out of an Arts Place mare, Duncan's Arts Place. It's the first win of the season, 4th lifetime victory for Duncan's Ranger. None faster than this one here today. Duncan's Ranger was bred by the Doje Stables of Indiana, is owned and trained by Alan Petrie. Driven to victory, it's a double on the day for driver Kyle Houston. That final time, 1:55 and 2, a brand new life mark for Duncan's Ranger. Here's the official placings from the 10th race. He's a Renegade second. Holden Steady finished third. Maka Diesel seventh. Cosmic Mega Playboy finished fifth. Duncan's Ranger, your race winner. Western Vinny was eighth. Downtown Leroy Brown finished fourth. Key Ingredient sixth. Recheck top down 2, 3, 7, 5, 1, 8, 4, and 6 on the bottom. The fractions 27 flat, half 57, 3/4 127. Once again, a new mark for Duncan's Ranger, 155 and 2. We're getting close to the one you're looking for, backside. Yeah, the 11th. The 11th race is up next. 11th of 12 is up next. You can bring them out, backside. Race 11 up next.
are you talking about? I had no idea. It's not like I'm not 100,000 yet, so it's not like every day I look up obits. And I said, you could have told me. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's really good. I was telling Mom, here I am, this deadhead. I still don't think it was smart to legalize weed. I really don't. There's just too much weed everywhere. And it's not so much pot, because it doesn't make everyone like psychotic or murderous, but some people it can change your psyche just like any other chemical substance. And you can't go to, even me, I'll go like today, I went and got cigarettes and I washed the car. And I came out, and there were like 2 cars blaring music. Don't need to tell you who and what color, sorry, but here we are. Absolutely reeked of weed. Oh my God. Now, when I was a stupid kid, when I was 15 and we thought we were cool, sharing one joint between like 11 of us, I would have loved it then. But now I'm like, oh my God, I'm a taxpayer, I have a house full of smoke out of my yard. It's just so different. Well, I told him I'm on. Oh yeah, I know. Where is it? I know they're putting money into the fairgrounds, but the Coliseum was rotting. It was even terrible.
Fuzzy Downs can be run in Fairmont.
Horses coming onto the track now for race 11, a field of 7, Trackmaster less than 68. The field includes from the inside out the 1 Cutting Class, owned by Jackson Lloyd, trained by Jill Brown. Chris Brown will drive. The 2 horses, Imperial Hanover, owned by Rick Schrock Stable, along with Ken Schrock and Brady Schrock. Richard Schrock trains, and Travis Seekman's aboard. 3, Reverend Scott, owned by Becky Swinehart. Clifford O'Burney trains, Wyatt Avanetti between the wheels. The 4, Prince of Style, owned by Jonathan Gordon. Merv Chuck trains, Jordan Patton drives. The 5, Lux Desire, owned by M&M&D Racing. Roshan Trigg trains, Kyle Houston aboard. 6, Mason Blazin, owned by Don Laufenberg, trained by Terry Leonard, Casey Leonard up. And the 7 is My Buddy Steve, owned by John and Mary Krasnian. Nick Prather trains, Marcus Miller will do the driving. Starters called for the horses to line up.
Are they getting the programs? They're still up there. Okay, cool. Now,
Gates rolling. It's a field of 7 condition pacers, Trackmaster less than 68, all on gate. It's Hawthorne live at Springfield. It's the 11th race. Post time. There they go. Often pacing, Lux Desire's got it fired up from the outside along with My Buddy Steve. Now hustling up along the inside comes the Cutting Class as they head on into that turn and cut the corner. Cutting Class along the inside with a short lead. Up on the outside, Lux Desire challenging. Also up on the move, My Buddy Steve. There along the inside, that is Imperial Hanover, who got away in fourth. We got a battle going on to the quarter pole, and looking to edge top now, that's Lux Desire reaching for the lead, letting that one go reluctantly early was Cutting Class and Chris Brown. As they're past the quarter, now straightening out of the backside, Lux Desire has cleared. That'll be Cutting Class sitting in the 2-hole. As they head up the backside, now to the outside and starting to move up there. That's Imperial Hanover. First quarter's quick, 26 seconds flat. Imperial Hanover's on the move with a bull rush here on the backside, just past the half-mile pole right now, and it's Imperial Hanover who looks to take over. That is now back in a second to Lux Desire, going along third, Cutting Class. On the inside, My Buddy Steve is in fourth, then it's Prince of the Style to the inside, racing next. That's a Reverend Scott, and then Amazing Blazin', half, 55-3, 29-3 in that second split as they race into the far turn. Imperial Hanover leads at a half. Cutting Class now is going to try his luck first up. There along the inside, racing in third, that is Lux Desire. A second over toe for My Buddy Steve now, who's in contention here, only 3 off the lead. As they come to the top of the lane, Imperial Hanover looking to go back-to-back here at Springfield, driving on that lead as they head for home, 3-quarter, 125-2. Imperial Hanover and Travis Siegman all out on the far outside. Here's My Buddy Steve, picking him up, putting him down. Marcus Miller again. My Buddy Steve gonna win it. Looked like it was Lux Desire who got it for second, then Imperial Hanover, followed by Cutting Class and Amazing Blazin'. My Buddy Steve and Marcus Miller. Final time coming up. 1:53 and 4. Now making his way back to the winner's circle, coming from off the pace here today to score. It's the 7, My Buddy Steve. My Buddy Steve's a 3-year-old bay gelding. He's a son of Stevensville. From a Total Truth mare, Totally Racy. It's the 2nd win of the season and in the career of My Buddy Steve. Bred by Freeman Yoder. My Buddy Steve's owned by John and Mary Krashnan of Illinois, trained by Nick Prather. Driven to victory. Here's the Grand Slam on the afternoon for driver Marcus Miller. Note that time of 1:53 and 4 by a tick. By a tick. That's a brand new life mark for My Buddy Steve. Well, here's how they finished in race 11. Cutting Class 4th, Imperial Hanover 3rd, Reverend Scott wound up 6th, Prince of Style finished 7th, Lux Desire 2nd, Amazing Blazin' 5th, My Buddy Steve, your race winner. Recheck top down, 4, 3, 6, 7, 2, 5, and 1 on the bottom. The fractions were 26 seconds flat, the half 55 and 3, 3 quarters, 125 and 2. Once again, a brand new mark for my buddy Steve, 153 and 4. All right, backside, the one you're looking for. That's right, the 12th and final race. Race 12, the finale. It's up next.
And was he the president? That's the number one question. Was he wearing a wig? Oh my Lord, that kid.
Every president, and I was like, I got to the point where I was on my laptop, and you see me, and I had my phone over here so I could Google who the and my granddaughter caught me. She goes, Grandma, you're cheating.
You need to bring him to the Carolina. We need a new intern. He'd probably jump right on it and learn all about him and tell you all the history and. Well, I can honestly tell you, other than the handful of interns, thank God, there are only something like, and this is including interns, so they're not considered Carolyners yet. There is only 16 in the world, in the whole world. Well, most Carolines aren't even being used. They're full of spider webs or they're museum pieces. We're lucky in Illinois that oh, that was kind of like wearing a nasal strip. Yeah, that's terrifying. Be careful how you say that. My brother used to shoot horses.
Shoes on.
Well, that and the LASIK. I read a lot about that. And what the
Horses making their way onto the racetrack for the 12th and final race of the afternoon. Trackmaster less than 72 here, field of 8. They include the 1 Grand Old Party, owned by M&M&D Racing, trained by Mike Titus. Jordan Patton will steer. 2 is Breezy Like Sunday Morning, owned by M&M&D Racing, along with Stanley Swisher and Lester Detweiler. Stan Swisher trains and Travis Siekman handles the lines. 3, I Understand, owned and trained by Kevin Miller, Wyatt Evanetti between the wheels. 4, April's Big Guy, owned by the Flacco family farms, along with Roshan Trigg, who also trains. Juan Franco steers. The 5 is Ashley's Silver Guy, owned by Carol Cox, trained by Michael Rogers. Marcus Miller's alive for 5. The 6 is Ernie the Moose, owned by Gary and Catherine Rath. Gary Rath trains and reigns. And 2 from the Tom Simmons barns rounds out the field. The 7 Yankee Bounty, owned by Kleinert Properties. Tom Simmons trains, Kyle Houston drives. And the 8 is Skyway Gymmaster, owned by Ann Schneider and Benita Simmons, also trained by Tom Simmons. Casey Leonard looking for a grand slam. That's your field for the 12th and final race. Attention backside. We're looking for saddle pads numbers 4 and 8. Could you please return saddle pad for someone who's got the 4 and the 8? Please return it to the race office area. That's saddle pads numbers 4 and 8 have not been returned.
Yes.
For the final time this afternoon, starter Roy Finn, accompanied by starting gate driver Tim Becker have called for the horses to line up. Gates rolling. It's a field of 8 conditioned pacers, all on gate. Trackmaster less than 72. Hawthorne live at Springfield, 12th and final race of the day. Race time. There they go. Often pacing Yankee Bounty from the far outside. Breezy like Sunday morning now. Hustles up toward the inside along with Grand Ole Party as they race into that first turn. Far outside Yankee Bounty looks to clear into the lead and now yielding for the 2-hole Breezy like Sunday morning. That's Grand Ole Party who got away racing in third. I understand settled into fourth. Sitting in fifth there, that's Ashley's the Silver Guy. And then it's back to Ernie the Moose who's followed there by April's a Big Guy and the trailer. That is Skyway Jim Master. They've settled in here in the finale today, and as they head up the backside, it's the old-timer Yankee Bounty on the motor today in the 2-hole Breezy like Sunday morning. First quarter reasonable, 28-3. So Yankee Bounty gonna lead the parade to the half-mile pole with that lead of a length and a half. A Breezy like Sunday morning, very content to follow along in that 2-hole trip. A Grand Ole Party remains in the third, sitting in fourth. That's, I understand, not much movement yet. Then it's back to Ashley's a Silver Guy. Marcus Miller alive for 5, now thinking about coming to the outside. Also out there, Ernie the Moose, half, 57-3, 29 flat. Second penalty, Yankee Bounty at 12 leads that way a length and a half now from in the second spot. That's a Breezy like Sunday morning. And now Seekman looking to angle out of that pocket up on the outside, trying to close that gap. It's, I understand, they're past the 3/4 and they've got an 1/8 of a mile to go. They're closing in on the old timer Yankee Bounty, trying to find a little more. 3/4, 1:26-3. Yankee Bounty, but now being joined by Breezy like Sunday morning. Here comes alive for 5, Marcus Miller and Ashley Silver Guy picking him up, putting him down. Ashley Silver Guy and Marcus Miller with a 5 winners today. It was a Breezy like Sunday morning second. Then I believe Yankee Bounty hang around along with I Understand. And then it was close for the nickel. But from way back downtown, Ashley Silver Guy, Marcus Miller alive for 5. Final time, 1:55.
Oh, she did. Okay. Well, usually that's open. I thought, uh-oh, she'll go down below.
Oh, he is.
Now making his way back to the winner's circle to cap off the first of 3 consecutive live racing days here at Springfield. This is the 5, Ashley Silver Guy. Ashley Silver Guy is a 3-year-old roan gelding by Ashley's Big Guy out of the Broadway Express mare, Going, Gone. Back-to-back wins here at Springfield and now 5 on the season. 6 lifetime victories for Ashley Silver Guy. Bred by the Ham Family Trust, owned by Carol Cox of Huntsville, Illinois. Trained by Mike Rogers, driven to victory. Pretty good day at the office here today. Alive for 5, driven to victory by Marcus Miller. Here's the official placings from the finale. Grand Ole Party 6th. Breezy Like Sunday Morning 2nd. I Understand finished 3rd. April's Big Guy 5th. Ashley Silver Guy, your race winner. Ernie the Moose finished 7th. Yankee Bounty wound up 4th. Skyway Gym Master finished 8th. Recheck top down 6, 2, 3, 5, 1, 7, 4, and 8 on the bottom. The fractions were 28 and 3. 57 and 3, 126 and 3. Ashley Silver Guy, 155 flat. Well, that's going to wrap up the first of 3 consecutive days here at Springfield. Once again, a reminder to everyone and a special thanks to our live streaming audience. We're going to be back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Got 4 qualifiers on tap. That's going to be followed by a 12-race card full of stakes action tomorrow. Once again, that start time for the first of 12 will be 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. We're going to come back on Friday with 15 races. Once again, more stakes action on Friday. And once again, the same post time, 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. On behalf of our officials here, we're going to acknowledge them today. Mark Brown, Leanne Chim, Marietta Walker, Brad Dye, Dan Poprosky, Al Siebert, Linda Brown, outrider today, Dwayne Wells. Also our starting gate driver, Tim Becker, along with the starter, Roy Finn. Also a special thanks to Dr. Kate McBurney. Also our shoer, Tom Miller today. Identifiers, Danny Satterfield and Tina Schrock. Of course, Winter Circle driver Tim Searle did a great job. Our photographer here in the Winter Circle, Patsy Fryman. Special thanks to Randy Callahan and Samantha Mitchell for backstretch assistant. Special thanks to Coleman's Concession for providing food and beverage here today as well. Also a special thanks to the American Ambulance and Audio Technical Services as well. On behalf of everyone, this is track announcer Rick Uppel saying thank you and good afternoon.